Welcome to the world of healthy foods, where the labels can be deceiving, and your choices might not be as good as you think. Did you know that nearly 75% of packaged foods contain added sugar? That's right. Many products marketed as healthy can have more sugar than a candy bar. Shockingly, about 80% of people believe they're making healthy choices when they're not. In this video, we'll uncover the truth about what's hiding in your food. We'll explore why those fat-free snacks can be more harmful than their full-fat counterparts and why organic doesn't always mean healthier. We'll also expose the sneaky sugars and hidden salts in foods that claim to be good for you. Are you ready to rethink your food choices? Join us as we reveal the surprising facts about your favorite healthy foods and how to make smarter decisions for a healthier, longer life. Chapter 1: The Deceptive World of Healthy Labels. You've probably heard it before: don't judge a book by its cover. The same goes for food packaging. Labels like low-fat, organic, and natural are designed to catch your eye. But here's the catch: those words don't always mean what you think they do. A study from the Journal of Consumer Research found that foods labeled as healthy were actually more likely to lead people to overeat. Why? The label makes us feel like we're making a better choice, so we eat more without guilt. Let's talk about natural. This term sounds healthy, right? In reality, the FDA doesn't have a clear definition of what natural means. So, food companies can use the label even if the product contains high amounts of sugar or preservatives. A good example is fruit juice labeled as natural. You might picture a fresh orange being squeezed, but in reality, many of these juices are packed with as much sugar as soda. Then there's whole grain. Sounds great, but did you know that a product only needs to contain a small amount of whole grains to use that label? Many whole grain products are made with refined grains, meaning they've lost much of their fiber and nutrients. It's just enough to slap the word whole on the box. One more misleading label: gluten-free. This is a lifesaver for people with celiac disease, but for the rest of us, gluten-free doesn't automatically mean healthy. In fact, many gluten-free products are higher in sugar and fat to make up for the taste and texture lost without gluten. Chapter 2: The Sugar Trap. Hidden sweeteners in your healthy snacks. Sugar is sneaky. It hides in places you wouldn't expect, like your healthy snacks. A typical granola bar, marketed as a quick, healthy snack, can contain up to 20 grams of sugar. That's more than a candy bar. The American Heart Association recommends that women consume no more than 25 grams of added sugar per day, and men 36 grams. That granola bar is blowing through almost an entire day's worth of sugar. One of the biggest offenders is yogurt. Flavored yogurts are often advertised as a healthy breakfast or snack, but many contain as much sugar as a dessert. For instance, a single serving of flavored yogurt can have up to 25 grams of sugar, which is the same amount in a slice of chocolate cake. Even your favorite healthy smoothies may not be as innocent as they seem. Popular smoothie chains sometimes pack their drinks with fruit juices or syrups to boost flavor, adding more sugar than you'd find in soda. A medium-sized strawberry smoothie from a well-known chain contains about 50 grams of sugar. That's more than double what experts recommend for the whole day. A 2020 report from Euromonitor found that sales of products marketed as healthy, like low sugar or sugar-free, skyrocketed by 15% in 5 years. But the truth is, many of these products just replace sugar with artificial sweeteners like aspartame or sucralose. While these sweeteners may cut calories, some studies suggest they could trick your brain into craving more sweets, leading to overeating later. Chapter 3: Sneaky Salt. The silent saboteur in clean eating. Salt is another silent culprit, often hiding in foods you wouldn't expect. Even if you think you're eating clean, salt might be sabotaging your efforts. Take that can of healthy soup you grab for a quick lunch. Many soups labeled as low-fat or organic can have over 700 milligrams of sodium per serving. Eat the whole can, and you've already eaten nearly half of the 2,300 milligrams recommended as the daily limit by the American Heart Association. Plant-based foods are booming in popularity, and for good reason. They can be good for your health and the planet. But many packaged plant-based meals, like veggie burgers and frozen meals, are loaded with sodium to boost flavor. A typical frozen vegan burger can contain around 400 milligrams of sodium. Add a bun and condiments, and you're eating a sodium-heavy meal. Even products like healthy whole grain bread can be surprisingly salty. One slice of whole grain bread can contain up to 200 milligrams of sodium. Have a sandwich, and you've consumed nearly a third of your daily limit in just the bread. Salt is added for preservation and flavor, but too much can have serious consequences. A Harvard Health study found that high sodium intake is linked to increased blood pressure and a higher risk of heart disease and stroke. You might think you're doing your body a favor by eating healthy foods, but if they're loaded with hidden salt, they can do more harm than good. If you're finding this information helpful, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Join our community for more insights into your food choices and how to eat healthier. Chapter 4: Fat-free or flavor-free? The real story behind low-fat foods. We've been told for years that fat is the enemy. But here's the kicker: when companies remove fat from food, they often replace it with sugar, salt, or artificial ingredients to make it taste good again. That's why many fat-free products are not as healthy as you might think. In fact, a study published in the American Journal of Public Health found that people who ate low-fat foods were more likely to consume more calories overall. Why? When we hear low-fat, we assume it's better for us, and we eat more without thinking. Take fat-free salad dressing, for example. You might think you're doing your waistline a favor by avoiding the fat, but without fat, your body struggles to absorb the fat-soluble vitamins in the vegetables. So, you're actually getting less nutrition. Not to mention, many of these dressings are packed with sugar to improve the flavor. Yogurt is another big offender. While plain, full-fat yogurt is a great source of healthy fats and protein, the fat-free versions are often loaded with sugar to make up for the taste. A typical fat-free flavored yogurt can have up to 30 grams of sugar, which is more than you'd find in a bowl of ice cream. Even low-fat snack foods can be misleading. Take low-fat cookies, for example. These often contain fewer nutrients and more additives to maintain texture and flavor. So while you may be cutting fat, you're not doing your health any favors. The key is balance. Healthy fats, like those found in avocados, nuts, and olive oil, are crucial for brain health and energy. In fact, a study from The Lancet found that people on diets higher in healthy fats had lower rates of heart disease compared to those on low-fat diets. So, don't fear fat, just choose the right kinds. Chapter 5: The Organic Illusion. When natural isn't better. The word organic makes us feel like we're buying the healthiest option, right? But just because something is labeled organic doesn't mean it's automatically good for you. Organic cookies, chips, and ice cream are still cookies, chips, and ice cream. They might have fewer pesticides, but that doesn't mean they're low in calories, sugar, or fat. One surprising fact is that many organic products can still be high in sugar. Take organic fruit juice, for example. It might be free of synthetic pesticides, but it's still packed with natural sugars, sometimes more than soda. A 12-ounce serving of organic apple juice can contain up to 39 grams of sugar, that's nearly 10 teaspoons. Organic snacks like granola bars or chips are also often misleading. They may use organic ingredients, but the processing still strips away most of the nutrients, leaving you with empty calories. A report by the Cornell University Food and Brand Lab found that people often assume organic foods are lower in calories and eat more of them. This phenomenon, called the health halo effect, leads to overeating because we assume organic equals healthy. Another important point is price. Organic foods tend to be more expensive, but they're not necessarily more nutritious. A large review of studies from Stanford University found that organic produce wasn't significantly more nutritious than conventionally grown produce. The study concluded that while organic foods reduce exposure to pesticides, they're not necessarily healthier. The takeaway here is simple: don't let the word organic fool you. Focus on the nutritional value of the food itself, not just the label. After all, organic junk food is still junk food. Chapter 6: Superfoods or super myths? The overhyped ingredients. You don't need superfoods are all the rage, but do we really need them? The idea of superfoods is appealing: just eat a handful of goji berries, and you're set. But the truth is, no single food can provide all the nutrients your body needs. Instead of chasing the latest food trend, it's better to focus on a balanced diet full of a variety of fruits, vegetables, and whole grains. Let's take acai berries, for example. These little berries from the Amazon are often touted as a miracle food for weight loss and anti-aging. But here's the catch: while they're high in antioxidants, the same can be said for blueberries, which are much cheaper and easier to find. In fact, a study from Tufts University found that common fruits like blueberries and apples provide similar antioxidant benefits as more exotic superfoods. Another trendy superfood is quinoa. It's a great source of protein, but it's not the only one. You can get similar benefits from whole grains like brown rice or farro. And while chia seeds are packed with omega-3s, so are flax seeds, which are often much cheaper. Even kale, the poster child of superfoods, isn't the be-all and end-all of nutrition. It's certainly healthy, but it's not much more nutrient-dense than other leafy greens like spinach or Swiss chard. In fact, the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention ranked watercress as the most nutrient-dense vegetable, beating out kale. The truth is, superfoods are often overhyped by marketing, and they can distract us from the real goal, a balanced, varied diet. Instead of focusing on one magic food, it's more effective to eat a wide range of whole foods. If you enjoyed this content, make sure to subscribe. Join us for more insights and tips on how to eat smarter and live healthier. Together, we can navigate the world of food and make choices that truly benefit our health. Thank you for watching.